make this a bipartisan issue and we come together, the access is gonna be there if this is made an NCA or if it's not. So that's my point, and kind of what I'd like to see is a statement from the board saying, you know, we're not opposed to NCA, we're not for, what our position is. We're concerned with our ability to obtain our water rights, to access and perfect our water rights in the Virgin Mountains. So
I'll concur with Rich. My personal opinion on the NCA is going to remain my personal opinion. As a water board member and my concern for the water resources in this valley, whether we have an NCA or we don't, I want to make sure we have access to our water. That's the bottom line. We've got to make sure we keep those easements in place, we keep the access in place, and that's kind of where I want. If we have an official board policy, I think it would be that we neither agree nor disagree with an NCA. We just want to make sure we have access to our resources. Barbara and
let's let the board talk
well,
first.
The board is talking.
Okay.
Audience.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I think the Water District has already made an official statement, and that is the correspondence that took place between Kevin and Senator Reed's office to work on the language that this Water District wanted in any kind of legislation. I think that's our official statement. In my opinion, that is the extent of an official statement that this Water District should make.
Sandra and then Bubba.
Well, the way this is worded is that we're asking for an official statement. And I think this is a political statement. I mean, if we're going to make an official statement as the board, how can we actually make a statement of the board about Gold Butte when we were all elected by all of the people? So unless we have each individual persons, we shouldn't be making political statements. We have had the discussions about wanting our access to our water, and I think that that's where it needs to be. I don't think we can go this way.
Well, that sounded like an official statement to me.
It's a nonpartisan official statement.
Yeah, and my comments are, and when Rich brought this up, it was based on that we don't want to be politically charged one way or another. We just wanted to make sure people understood that we just want to protect our rights to be able to access and develop that water if that chance ever comes, if we ever reach that opportunity. And I think that's what we've done. To make an official statement, like you've all said, we probably all disagree on what that statement would be because we all feel differently about whether it's the NCA or the Gold Butte as a national monument, whatever it might be. And so for us to come together, I think probably wouldn't be able to happen, and it's not appropriate anyway, like you've all said, because we all have different opinions about that, and as we should. But as far as the water board is concerned, the water district, we do have to come together and say, there's water up there that we have rights to, and we want to be able to access it and develop it if that opportunity ever comes.
And didn't that occur
Absolutely.
when Kevin corresponded with Senator Reed's office and worked on, went through several iterations of the language that we wanted in that bill, is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's why, and that's why he put it on here. Is he just wanted to make sure that politically we weren't on one side or another. Yeah. We just wanted the people to understand this is where we stand.
And I agree that we've made a statement, but that shouldn't come from Kevin.
Right.
That should come from the board.
As a water board member, Kevin made my statement about the official statement of the. As a board member, that was my statement. As a private individual, I have other statements.
I think the board directed Kevin, and in that aspect, I do think that that's applicable. But like I said, I saw this thing getting pushed, you pull me, and I just want to make sure that we brought this up.
I kind
Lot
of
of-
feel
lot of
about this
people-
official statement the same way I felt about the previous official statement. We've already made a statement.
We can agree to disagree, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
Any other board comments before we open it up to the public? Gentleman in the back?
Thank you for recognizing me, excuse me, I need some water. My name is Byron George, I reside at 1038 Cracker Barrel Circle in Mesquite, Nevada. And I also serve as the board president on Friends of Gold Butte, but I'm speaking as a private ratepayer. And I would like to revisit where I kind of left off, or we left off, last October, asking, if you'd received Senator Reed's letter, and the board stated that you had. Some had an opportunity to read the letter, some did not because of, computer issues or whatever. And I guess first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for putting this on the agenda and considering it, because I think it is important that the water board protects the water for the city of Mesquite for future growth, and to sustain the businesses and the people who are here. I served on a public utility, and I know how difficult it is at times, particularly in times of political turmoil and crisis. So your decisions are sometimes very difficult to make. But I guess I would like to know, first of all, have you read Ms. Senator Reed's letter, everybody? And also Senate Bill 199. Have you had an opportunity to go through that? Or has council offered an opinion on Senate Bill 199? Because I think if you read the bill, water resources are protected. The Virgin Valley Water District in Clark County water rights are protected through states' rights, and the United States government does not want to impinge or hinder or in any way harm the Virgin Valley Water District. And I think that you have a golden opportunity here to step up and ask staff to write everything that you possibly could think of that's going to protect Mesquite's water resource, in addition to what's already protected under state's water right and laws, and send that to Senator Reed's office and ask him to include that in the bill and send it to committee, and to affirm Gold Butte as an NCA, because I think you would have a tremendous advantage having that amendment added on to what's already protected in water rights. Thank you very much.
Thank you.